Well, hello and welcome everybody to another episode of the Late Arrivals podcast. This is episode 76, the Josh Mahura
76.
episode.
Yeah,
Oh, Jake looked
Josh
it up
Mahura.
tonight, huh?
No, I just knew this because I was
Oh,
gonna say, the guy that apparently hated it so much here.
is Josh Maher the only 76?
Probably not. I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm
I don't
looking right
think
now.
so.
It's Josh Mahura and Dustin Penner
Dustin Penner. Oh my
in
God.
2006. It says,
Rookie Penner.
yeah, I guess. Sure.
Nutty.
I don't know. Yeah.
Penner, man. Jesus. We don't need to go down that rabbit hole, but he is, long story short, if you don't know about Dustin Penner, he's a different
He's a
he's a different being nowadays. I mean, he could have always been like that, and it just kind of came out a little bit more after hockey, but whoo-wee.
he beats to
Yeah.
a different drum.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a wonderful Thursday night, February 22nd, not 23rd.
That's crazy. We're almost into March already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of gross. It's kind of gross.
Time flies by when you're having fun, huh?
I
We
mean, the
have fun here.
faster we get to March, the better because they're re-releasing the classic Star Wars Battlefront games, and it's going to be
Oh.
online, and it's like both games with everything from the originals like already unlocked, and you don't have to pay for anything. It's incredible.
Oh.
I mean, I'm trying not to get my hopes. I'm not trying to set the bar super high for myself because there's always a catch when they remaster stuff,
Yeah.
and I'm a little scared, but
Speaking
it
about
is.
video games, NCAA football is coming back this year. I'm so hyped
That
for
is
that.
true. That is true.
I don't know if you guys are into that kind of
I've
thing.
I
I've only
cannot
played it
play sports
once.
games. I tried with NHL this year.
Hmm.
I really did, but I don't know. I'm just not good at sports games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. I was gonna get the new NHL game, but everyone
It was
says it's not good, and
Next year is going to be the same. They're going to be
yeah.
like, "Yeah, we have jiggle physics now," and everyone's like, "Yay!"
I
yeah,
get it every year just because that's just me. If I were to get one sports game a year, it's NHL just because I don't know, NHL bootlicker, I guess.
I was gonna stop last season, but then they put Trevor Zegras on the cover, and then
Yeah,
I felt
I
like
had to get that one.
I felt obligated to buy that because
Yeah.
Trevor Zegras.
I was gonna say you could just say it, Chris. You could just call yourself a freak.
I mean, yeah. Ah,
Yep.
If you guys can't guess, we're trying to avoid having to talk about the
yeah.
Leafs game because that
Ah,
was a game, one of the games of all time.
dude, I didn't put anything in the notes because there was
I just
nothing.
put yeah.
Yep, that's all I did. I just put yeah,
So
man.
I went to Wendy's like right when the game started, and then I saw it was already like 2-0, and I was like, okay, I don't need to watch tonight.
Yeah, it went downhill pretty fast.
Um,
Yeah, it was on the same night as the NBA All-Star Weekend, so I was watching that instead.
so I think that was the fastest one of my game predictions has ever been like just shot out the window. I don't even I think it lasted all of like 3 minutes.
Probably,
They
yeah.
got the first goal, and I was just like, well, fuck, I tried. Like I,
Yep.
I tweeted that. I was just like, well, okay. But they were
Yeah.
shown the 50 states and the surrounding territories.
Guam,
It
definitely
They
it
shown
went
was
Guam.
to
that was a rough one. That was a
uh,
very rough one.
I don't even know what happened. So
yeah, my prediction was a 6-1 loss because I factored in an Austin Matthews hat trick. He ended up getting a hat trick,
it's
but they
Chris's fault.
but it was not 6, like it got to the point where it was like 4-0 and I'm like, okay, I actually might get something. I might get one right finally. Like 6-1 is very doable. And then it just got way more out of hand as the game went along, and for it to end 9-2 is pretty disgusting. I'm not
I
It
even
can
sure
was
how.
I convinced myself Lucas Dostal was going to do the same thing like he did in Anaheim against the Leafs, but
Yeah,
I was wrong.
very quick. We were wrong. Well,
I
you were wrong.
like that you tweeted the Panthers score, and you're like, well, at least this isn't happening, and then it
I
happened.
had, oh my God, I almost didn't tweet it because I took a screenshot of it, and with the Panthers beating the Lightning 9-2, I was just like, whoa, this is crazy. And then once I took the screenshot, I'm like, I thought about it like it happening to the Ducks. I'm like, wait, the Ducks do play in a little bit. I doubt we lose 9-2, but I did predict a 6-1 loss. Like, we're probably going to get beat up by the Leafs. And little did I know, we knew the
it's
same
Chris's
exact
fault.
score. I'll take the blame. It's fine.
Everybody boo Chris, please.
Well, they at
Um,
least made up for it against the Sabres. I mean, that game
Yes.
was kind of a mess, but they
Very.
kept on trucking and they won.
That was
Yeah.
that was a morning game. Shout out
Yeah.
morning games.
It's at the butt crack of dawn.
Yeah. That was 10:30 here, 9:30 for you guys. That was weird. That was weird to watch hockey that early and it not be like in a different country. But yeah, it was a win.
You think they got
I-
up early at 5 o'clock in the morning like big boys?
I hope they did. Because that's when big boys get up.
I'm just letting everybody know I'm going to drop that reference about like maybe 10 times this episode.
I'm
so.
surprised it took you this long to drop it.
I'm
into the
surprised
episode.
too that it took me this
But-
long to drop that in this episode.
But yeah, I'm guessing they woke up at 5 a.m. to get prepped for that game mentally. Maybe not physically yet, but at least mentally. Because they're big boys and you got to be up at 5 a.m. But
God
I was
damn
a
it,
little
Zach.
disappointed. I was a little disappointed in the Sabres game, even though they won. But I was hoping that after a 9-2 loss, they'd kind of come out against the Sabres, guns a-blazing, and looking like world beaters. And
It wasn't the best game.
I mean, they got outshot 37-14. So
Mason McTavish looked good though. That line looked good.
yeah,
Troy Terry's a elite. He's not very good
Yeah.
anymore. He's elite.
he's elite now. That was definitely a quality over quantity game. I mean,
Yep.
they scored 4 goals on 14 shots. It's pretty nice. Vetrano, 2 goals. McTavish, 3 assists. Ducks only had 2 shots on goal in the third period.
It'd be like that
that's a-
sometimes.
It's a very, very real thing that happened against the Sabres.
Minchikov got
yeah.
a point in that he scored, right?
He
He was the first Ducks goal, I thought.
I know he
Or
got
am I
an
am I misremembering?
I'm pretty sure he got an assist. At least one. I don't remember. When was
know-
that game? Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 4 days ago. I don't remember that far back. Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on.
As we all scramble to pull it up.
Yep. Okay,
We're very
so
prepared here at the Late Arrivals podcast.
Henrique got the first goal. Then Vetrano, Terry.
I must
And
be
I don't
thinking
see
of a
any-
different game.
I know against the Blue Jackets last night he had 3 assists.
Which game was it that he fucking scored? I thought he scored one. You know what? I
Couldn't
might
tell
be
you,
thinking
man.
of the Ottawa game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he scored in the Ottawa game. That's what I'm thinking of.
Pavel
Disreg-
Minchikov's good though.
Disregard.
Disregard.
He's a good guy.
That's what happens when you lose these games. They all just feel like one big loss. You just kind of get lost in the sauce, but it's all right.
I mean,
Do
it's
we
kind of
want to-
how last night went. I mean,
Yeah.
that first period
Last night was
kind of stinky.
wild.
Then they tied it.
I'm not gonna
somehow.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. Even though they lost last night, that game was pretty electric. I mean,
Yeah.
I think in the first time since I've been a season ticket holder for the Ducks, That was the first time I've seen them come back from a 0-4 deficit.
Well,
Yeah,
that was
probably.
that.
last time you left.
Hey, fuck you. First of all, um, yeah, that game
You know
kind of
what
sucked
big you know
as a
what big
whole.
boys don't do, Lou? They
What?
don't leave early.
Well, fuck you too. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I lost my train of thought because you were roasting me for no apparent reason.
Because we were bullying you.
Yeah,
I will say I like your Mighty Ducks hat.
yeah. Shout out Jake
nice.
from Crash the Pond. He influenced me into getting the hat.
It's very nice.
Yeah,
For
because he has
people
the same
listening,
hat.
it's the jade color, and it's Mighty Ducks in like the
Or Aqua.
gold.
I think they call it
Or-
Aqua
They call it
this year.
aqua.
I think
All
so.
right,
Plum and
Well,
aqua instead of
Plum and
eggplant
aqua.
jade.
aqua with the blocky like Mighty Ducks script.
Yeah.
In purple, it's nice.
I don't
like
really
it.
like the fabric on it. It's kind of too soft for my
It
liking.
looks kind of shiny on
Yeah.
like from it looks shiny. It's kind of cool.
Like it
but-
feels good on my head, but
yeah.
I don't know. The fabric's kind of weird.
Is it like a sweat resistant type material?
I
something?
couldn't tell you what
Oh, okay.
that is. Sure.
Okay.
We'll go with yeah.
But yeah, Ducks lost 7-4 to the Blue Jackets. It was fun for like
A
15
period.
minutes. Yeah.
I don't think they
4-0.
played bad, but I don't think they played great.
They showed resilience, but that was certainly one of the games to lose.
I don't
Yeah.
think John Gibson had his best game.
No.
Cam Fowler didn't
No.
have his best game either.
No.
That was probably Cam Fowler's worst game, I thought.
I won't say. I mean, I'm always on the goalie side, but there were a lot of those goals that Gibson just seemed like he was just not tracking.
He kind of
well. I
seemed
don't know.
like his body language just seemed like he was like checked out.
Yeah,
he was waiting to
seemed
go to
like-
Disneyland today in California Adventure.
He
I
just
think he was just
kind of
waiting for
seemed
that.
he kind of seemed exhausted to me, and I don't know from like what it would be from because the Blue Jackets were the team that played the night before.
You know who looks exhausted? Honestly, Leo Carlson. Like the last
Yeah.
few games, he looks tired.
Hmm.
Like Felix has been pointing that out, and I agree with him. He just looks like tired for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe he needs to get up later than 5 a.m. I don't know.
He needs to sleep in.
Yeah.
You know who always looks tired? When they do the pregame pictures, Minchikov always looks like he just woke up.
That's true. He does. He does.
To be honest, I don't even know what Pavel Minchikov looks like. And I saw him today.
Oh my god.
I just can't picture his face. I don't know.
Lose the little kazoo kid. Who are you?
The what?
Have you ever seen the
boy.
kazoo kid video?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Just after this, go look up the kazoo kid on.
Is that some TikTok thing?
No, it's like an
No.
old ass meme.
Yeah, it's old.
Literally was a video of a kid playing a kazoo.
Oh, okay. If you say so.
But yeah, Ducks went down 4-0. I can confidently say that if the Ducks did this against any other team, they're probably not coming back.
Yeah, thankfully it was the Blue Jackets. I mean,
yeah,
it
it
would
was a-
help that
that's
Boquist
a good
took out
observant.
his own goalie for the rest of the period.
Yeah. The comeback was great. The 4-goal comeback. Terry got it started.
Troy
Then
Terry is elite.
McTavish with back-to-back goals. One was
Shout out
really
Mason
nice.
McTavish. Mason
5-hole.
McTavish is having a heck of a 2-game run.
Yeah, nice 5-hole goal that first.
He hasn't
one.
committed a penalty in a game. So shout out him
Killorn.
for. Hey,
Killorn
I'm
had a
not
nice-
gonna lie to you. When Alex Killorn tied the game up and he did that celebration, that
Yeah.
hyped me up. Like,
Oh, me too.
Like that celebration
was
was pretty cool seeing.
There's something about that celebration because Ryan Kessler used to do the same celebration, and it would just jack me up. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but
I think it's just a boomer celebration. I would classify Alcorn as a boomer of the
Yeah.
Ducks, you know?
Lou said the
Yeah.
over 30 celebration.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
over 30-year-old celebration.
Dude, that celebration just gets me pumped up. But he ties it at 4. It was beautiful. I mean, it was pretty easy. He was like just chilling over there. All he had to do was put the puck into an empty net, but he was able to do so. You know, they go into the second intermission tied 4-4. We feel like we're a brand new franchise. Feels great. And then the third period happens and they give up 3 goals and lose 7-4. The third period kind of resembled the first. Honestly, it was kind of back to a lot of BS. A lot of not so cash money vibes in the first and third periods, but you know, what can you do? What
Yeah,
really
it'd be
can
like
you
that
do?
sometimes. I could
Well,
firmly say
Um,
the Ducks probably cemented themselves into the third best odds last night in the draft.
You think so?
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna. I don't. They might overcome Columbus, but I don't know. They're not gonna be worse than San Jose or Chicago.
Chicago with Bedard coming back, well, with him already back, they might play a little bit better, but I'd
Yeah,
be
the
pretty
Ducks.
upset. I'd be pretty upset if we finished worse than the Sharks. Like that's same as last year.
I just
Like
don't. I just don't see both of them overtaking the Ducks in the standings.
yeah,
I don't see the
probably not.
Ducks, even when the Ducks sell off their players.
Yeah.
I still don't think they're gonna be like terrible. Because I think Trevor Zegras is coming back soon. So
Hopefully.
I
Yeah.
think this is week 6, and his timeline was 6 to 8 weeks. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's got to be back soon. I don't know.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Zegers, we can get into our little PSA here. But you know, it was the yearly time of year that a certain YouTube coach just had to make his thoughts known to the world. Let's not question people whose ankle was pointing the opposite direction.
Oh, Jesus.
Um, you know, for all of the cap circumventing memes that you come out this time of year, especially with more Vegas players getting hurt, you know,
Mm-hmm.
to make the timing more convenient. You know, time and place when it comes to criticizing certain players, but you know,
Yeah.
he wakes up at 5 in the morning like a big boy, so
That's what big boys do.
Honestly, when I saw that uh, wonderful video grace my timeline on the wonderful app that we call Twitter, now that's now known as X.
Yeah,
Um,
X.com.
I had to look it up because I didn't think it was real, or I thought it was old or something, but it wouldn't make sense for it to be old since he was talking about this Zegras injury. But I for some reason this guy still surprises me. I don't know why I allow him to surprise me, but he still does.
He's honestly this person is just a gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
Never stop.
I had to look for it, could not find it. So I'm like, where the hell is this? I didn't realize that he didn't post it like on his Instagram feed. It was in his stories. So good on him for keeping it in his stories for something that disappears in 24 hours. So I will give him that. Like that's good.
Who even
I don't,
discovered it?
I'm
I
not
don't
even
know,
sure.
but the lore goes so deep now that I think more people start to understand just
Yeah.
how bizarre his takes are. But hey, you
Yeah,
know,
I just don't know where he grabs this stuff. Like it just makes no sense to me. And then he wants people to like DM him and talk about it, but then when you do, you know,
when you do and you tell him that he's wrong, and you know
yeah, or not
the
even just
reason
say,
he's not
"Hey,
skating is because his ankle was pointed south, and you know,
yeah." There's just I don't know, something
Just bad take.
I mean, hey, if you're listening to this and you consume his content and say you like it, no judgment. I
Yeah, you
just
like what you like, you
you
know.
like what you like, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't consume his content because, like I said, if you like it, that's fine. But this is something that I have to work on personally. But I hate when people have like a decent following on any kind of platform and they dish out like misinformation. Um, Even if their followers maybe know that what he's saying is just unreasonable or whatever, I'm even if there's like three people that maybe consume his content and they don't consume any other Ducks content, and that is what they're getting Ducks wise. It bothers me, and I need to work on that because it shouldn't bother me. But I just wish people would be better. And if you're gonna have a nice following, educate them if you can. Give them. I mean, I don't like the misinformation stuff. It's very very stupid, and I just hope that if you do consume his stuff and you like it, that's fine. But please don't let that be the only outlet that you use for Ducks content.
So what you're saying is expand your mind.
Please expand, please. There's plenty out there, especially on Instagram. There's a ton of great pages that cover Ducks news, rumors, and even our prospects. So there's plenty out there. Please don't let that be your only source, especially
Yeah.
people who aren't Ducks fans. I don't want that to be the Ducks voice that you're relying on.
I'd rather let my dumbass be the Doug's voice than that person.
And that's definitely not me saying, hey, only listen to us, because we don't know it all. We don't pretend to know it all. We don't.
Oh, we don't know jack shit.
We go out
No,
of our way to at least say that because
Yeah.
I mean, not to bring up a pop culture reference here, but think of it like Spider-Man. Great power comes great responsibility. We're just some guys here, but we do this weekly and we put this out to an audience of people that listen.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you do have to have something in your mind there saying, hey, like, people listen to what I have to say, whether it's the
Yeah.
truth, whether I believe in what I'm saying or what, again, to piggyback off what you guys said, like,
Yeah.
it's not to dissuade anybody, but it's just sometimes
yeah.
sometimes it has to be addressed because it's ridiculous when it's like the dude's having a year. You have the contract disputes, he gets hurt twice. Like, the last thing you need is people being like, "Oh, he's faking it," and he's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
really hurt, and he could be helping this team, and
Yeah.
it does no good.
That speculation is dumb, especially when you're a fan of that team and of that player. And when you have that reach that this person does on Instagram, your stuff gets picked up a lot. He's like the Ducks' very own Frank Zarabali or something. That's the vibes I'm getting. Like, he's just out there wanting views and clicks. And I mean, hey, do you? It's working, but come on, let's put some more knowledge behind
Just
this
be
stuff.
better.
Just be better.
Just
be
better.
best.
Just
be best.
Yeah, be best, please. Be best.
Well, we do have 2 games coming up this weekend, and
Fuck.
this is the shit bowl weekend of just either Ducks
Dude,
Twitter's gonna be rocking or it's just gonna be terrible.
This weekend is ass, man.
Yeah, dude.
But before we get into that,
it's just muddy ass. It's a freaking aftermath of after dinner at freaking the Taco Bell. That's what it is, man.
well, this is What's on Tap presented by Noble. As always, we got Ducks Kings Saturday and Ducks Predators Sunday.
Oh, God,
that might be the worst back-to-back set in Ducks history.
That's pretty bad, man. That's actually awful.
But I mean, it's still on site with the Predators, at least for me. But it's not the same since Ultimate Predator retired.
No, it's not. But it's I don't know why you saying on site.
Shout out Well, I know we
Really
shit
kinda
on
broke
Ultimate
me, but
Predator a lot, but shout out Ultimate. Yeah, I think he genuinely is a okay guy. You know?
yeah.
He just he didn't have the foresight to not choose that Twitter handle.
Yeah.
So Ducks King Saturday. This I kind of feel like this goes one of two ways. We either get killed or this is gonna be one of those just like 5-4 games where it's like goals every couple minutes and just a ton of fights.
Yeah. Jesus, and this is definitely not the game that Ross Johnson's gonna be out of the lineup.
Nope.
He ain't gonna be out of the lineup anytime soon, brother.
Mm.
He's a fixture in the lineup. We just need to
Yeah.
accept it.
Yeah.
We just
I'll
need
get
to
there. I'll get there.
we just need to accept it at this point. He's just a fixture in the lineup, and we gotta soldier on, man. We just gotta soldier on.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 5-2 Kings.
Kings are in a hot streak too. After they fired old Todd.
Yeah,
Todd
it's Hiller's
did.
season over there now, and not the Jonas kind.
Well, at this present moment in time, it is tied in the Nashville Kings game.
Is it really? I'm watching the Warrior game.
I'm watching the Leafs just completely destroy the Golden Knights.
Yeah,
right now.
they're showing them the 50 states plus Guam and the Virgin Islands and
100%, and they're even
Rico
on the
and-
phone with Canada to see if they can show Vegas, Canada as well, because it's getting pretty bad over there.
they might be showing Guadalajara too. You know?
I'm gonna agree with you, Chris. I'm over being positive.
It hasn't worked out.
This weekend was just it was a mess. This is like,
Yeah.
yeah, they'll win the Blue Jacket game. Yeah, you know what? They'll sucker Toronto into a trap game. Man, do I feel fucking dumb. How about you, Lou?
Lou, what's your final score?
I'm not giving a.
What?
I'm not a coward. I'm a coward, and
I'm not a coward.
I'm not a coward, but I'm a coward. I'm working on myself. I'm gonna just say 4-2.
4-2.
Well, I mean, you're not being so much of a coward. You at least gave the score. We thought you were just gonna
I know.
not give a score.
I was going to put NA on there.
It just I don't feel comfortable.
DNF
Lou's,
did not finish.
Yeah. One of Lou's favorite score predictions is 4-2, I've noticed.
That's just a number that continuously.
He loves
comes
his
to me.
4-2 scores.
Yeah.
Hey, it's
4-2.
a nice even score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what channel is the Kings game on?
Whatever your Bally's channel is, I'd suspect.
Probably Bally Sports West.
No, it's not. What the heck? What the heck?
Ducks
right.
Ducks Predators.
Ducks Preds. I'm gonna continue not allowing myself to predict a Predators win against the Ducks. So I'm gonna go 5-4 Ducks in regulation.
I'm gonna say 3-2 Ducks.
You know what? I can't root against the Ducks against those assholes. I'm gonna go. Shit. What do I go? 3-1 Ducks.
Okay.
I'll say the Ducks for this one.
Leafs just scored again. My goodness, it's 6-1 over there in Vegas. By the way, it's all buds.
Are the Golden Knights out in the desert looking for strippers and cocaine? What are they doing over there, man?
God. So yeah, the Kings
elite
game,
reference, but
yeah. So they're in.
I'm glad
Jake
got. I'm glad Jake smelled what I was cooking there.
I got it. I knew where it came from.
Okay. Well, I'm glad Chris smelled what I was cooking too.
I just didn't know how to continue. I didn't know what to do from there.
Yeah, you didn't know what to do with your hands. I get
Yeah.
it.
So yeah, Ducks at Kings on Saturday. And then the following day, Sunday, the Ducks are home against the Predators. The cool thing about that is that you could go to both games if you'd like, if you live in Orange County or anywhere in Southern California, because it's pretty much well, I won't say it's pretty much two home games. Kings fans will get mad, but because it's not. I mean,
And
we
I
don't
mean
really.
that's kind of a lie. Let's be real
Yeah,
here.
we don't really invade LA. Like, I mean, I remember when Bobby Ryan was a rookie, I remember that game where he scored that really nice, like, spinorama thing around whoever he spun around. I think it was Kopitar or something. And then he ended up doing like a nice wrap goal around the goalie. It was beautiful. It's when Bobby Ryan was rocking the 54, but it was pretty loud when he scored. That's when Ducks fans would actually go to LA. But yeah. Anyway, that's what's on tap. Brought to you by Noble Ale Works. Mention late arrivals. When you get a beer or close your tab, you get 10% off on game days, home or away. So go hang out Saturday night.
The thought of beer right now just makes me want to vomit uncontrollably.
Lou has had a long day.
It was a long day, yeah.
Saturday, go to Noble, watch the Ducks Kings.
Shout out Noble though. They have good beer.
And then Sunday, pregame at Noble. You get free parking on Ducks game days. So go check them out. But yeah, if a wonderful Ducks listener is like, you know what?
Wonderful?
Yeah, we're all wonderful.
What about a fantastic listener?
But before you move on, Chris, tickets for Sunday's game are $25 at the cheapest right now. Section 420, the funny
funny number.
$25. You can use our wonderful code there that Jake will get into a.
That's the word of the day
in a second here.
Is that the wonderful? Is wonderful the word of the day at Pee Wee's Playhouse?
Possibly, but yeah. If you'd like to maybe go to both, maybe you want to head up to LA. Both games.
Why did you say both? Both.
I don't know, man. I said both.
You both weird, man.
I'm sorry.
You need to work on that. You need to work on that, man. With all due respect.
If you want to go on Saturday up to LA, see the Ducks play the Kings.
We're never getting through this, are we?
And then maybe you want to spend some money and go to the home game on Sunday against the Predators. We got a special place for you to go grab your tickets, and Jake is so excited to tell you all about it.
He doesn't look excited, but maybe he is internally, you know?
That would be 714 tickets, as always. Like I said, Sunday's cheapest
now he looks excited. Hell yeah, let's go.
$25.
Promo code LAP, baby. Let's go.
Lou has graciously said promo code LAP gets you 10% off, 5% towards any future purchase.
I turned that frown upside down, baby.
I wasn't frowning. I was just waiting for Chris.
I know. Acting like Jake over there just crying.
You look like you were just down in the dumps, man.
Hey, sometimes you just got to disassociate, Lou.
That's real. I feel that.
I mean, it's a bad thing to say while we're actively recording a podcast, but
I mean, true. But what can you do?
But as always, go to 714 for all your ticket needs. I had Trivium and Bullet for My Valentine announced a tour where they're going to be playing one of their old albums for their 20th anniversary, start to finish. So they announced US tickets. I'm going to get some, and I'm going to be going to 714.
There's a lot of good events coming to Honda Center this year.
Yeah,
I just saw a post that Jelly Roll is coming.
The fuck is Jelly Roll?
Where did he make his, like, I won't say, I mean, obviously he didn't make his debut, but like
the
first
Jelly
time,
Roll?
I think is he a country singer? I can't remember.
He is now.
He is? Okay.
Oh, that guy.
He was at some NHL event before he like performed. I'm like, who the hell is Jelly Roll? Like, that was my introduction. What?
Bootleg Post Malone?
Sure.
He looks like a cross between Post Malone and Luke Combs. Look at him. He looks like Luke Combs if he looked like Post Malone.
Um,
We still have another ad to read after
we
this.
do. Lou
This
loves
entire
that.
podcast is just going to be an ad read bucket.
Well, I
Lou,
mean,
you want to
Man,
talk
I'm
about your
cursing like a
favorite ad
sailor.
read?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop using the F word.
Do you want to talk about your favorite
The
hockey
cream
plays?
shop.
Cream shop.
Shift hockey for all your hockey goods needs. Affordable
wants.
sticks and affordable merch.
It sounded like you
have
said
a-
portable.
What?
It sounded like you said portable sticks.
I said
I'm like, what are you talking
affordable, not
about?
portable.
Yeah.
What?
I know it sounded like portable. That's why it threw me
Let the
off for a
earwax
second.
out of your ears, bro. Goodness gracious.
But yeah, Lab 10 at shifthockey.com gets you 10% off. Go grab some hockey sticks, some gloves.
Some cream hoodies.
Hoodies. You're running out of time to get hoodies, by the way. I mean, maybe not in. I don't know what the weather's
What do
like
you
over
mean
there,
you're
but
running out of time?
it's not going to be cold much longer, is what I'm saying. You're running out of time here. Like it's going to be hot soon.
I mean,
It's almost
if
March.
you're cold blooded, I mean, you're gonna be cold year round. If you have the certain blood type that makes you cold all the time,
All right.
a hoodie will do you good. You know.
Yeah, that's true. I wasn't anticipating science to be brought
Well,
up,
maybe you
but
should,
hey,
Christopher. Maybe you should.
or for lizards to be listening to Lap.
yeah. Shout out to all the lizards out there.
Yeah,
Grab
shout
your
out to
Shift
the lizard
hockey
people
hoodies.
out there.
Honestly, the lizard people would look pretty good in a cream colored
You
Shift
think
hockey
lizard people
hoodie.
listen to our dumbasses?
Honestly, they could. They might. This might be like a kink to them. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, before we move on really quick to like league news, I just want to say that the Ducks, I want to talk about the Ducks' top 5 players in points. If you were to get, I mean, you probably know, but if you were to guess who was leading the Ducks in points right now, who would you guess?
Number 19, Troy Terry.
And if you were to guess that, how many points do you think he has?
Like 40?
40. I know they Phil said it last night. 40, 48.
He is tied for first on the team with Frankie V, and they both have 45 points.
Oh, it's kind of close.
Yeah.
So it's got to be McTavish.
Yeah.
Yeah, McTavish is third with 38.
38.
Henrique is fourth with 36, and then
Makes sense.
the last player to have at least 30 points is Strome. He has exactly 30.
Ryan Strome, 30-point player.
I didn't know Strome only had 9 goals. For some reason, I thought he had more.
Well, he crashes the net.
But yeah,
You know.
Vetrano is leading the team with 26 goals. Terry has 17. McTavish also with 17. And then Henrique was 16. Yeah, he kind of McTavish was 17 goals, 21 assists. I'm kind of hoping he can get to maybe like by the end of the year, maybe he's at like 25, 27 goals, maybe, or even, I mean, I don't know if he gets to 30.
How you guys liking the 23, 19, 77 line?
I like it. It's usually their best line.
No, I mean
when
it's a new line.
When
because
Mason's not in the box and
Yeah.
Toronto isn't like blowing a tire and leaving Terry to just defend, it's pretty good.
I think Troy Terry and Mason McTavish work well together. Although I think Troy Terry just works well with anyone.
Yeah,
that's true.
Although I still would like to see Troy with Leo. I mean,
let's see. Mintyukov has 23 points. Leo Carlson's at 22.
and it's not bad for 2 first-year rookies.
Yeah,
with the time Leo's missed and the time that Pavel missed.
Pavel missed. Yeah. I mean,
yeah, not bad.
How many points does Connor Bedard have? I mean, he's obviously winning the Calder. I mean, that's just a foregone conclusion.
I don't know.
No, he's winning the Calder. Even with the 3 weeks or 4 weeks he missed with the broken jaw or whatever. He's
Connor
winning
Bedard
that.
has 39 points.
Yeah, he's winning the Calder. He just
17
is.
goals, 17 goals, 22 assists.
Is he already the best player on Chicago?
I mean, it's not really a high
He's-
bar to clear, but
No,
It's
yeah, I'm
not.
just saying.
He's first on the team in points, and he even he missed games with the broken jaw, and he's
That's
still
crazy.
7 points clear of Kurashev, who's in second
Who?
with 32. Philip Kurashev.
I don't know who that
mean,
is, but okay.
he's playing with Nick Foligno every night, so
Yeah.
Oh, Gonzo. You know, Nick Foligno looks like Gonzo from the Muppets.
Oh, I thought you were talking about somebody else. That's my bad. I heard that name and I kind of got scared.
Tell me off pod who you thought I was thinking about talking about.
Okay.
all right.
I'm
We-
kind of curious.
We good to get into the NHL news?
Yeah, let's do that.
I was gonna say we gotta make this week a quicker episode because last week was 2 hours.
It was, yeah. We're at like 46 minutes right now, so we got some time.
We're about 40 minutes because we're on
Yeah. Oh,
Twitch
yeah, true.
about like 5 before.
How do
True.
we talk about 46 minutes of Bucks talk? We're good, man. We're just we're good. We're pros at this, man.
Well,
46 minutes of freaking crappy duck talk, man. Look at
it
us
helped.
go.
It helped that he helped the Ducks find all 50 states and territories.
Yeah.
But Austin Matthews is at the 50 goal mark for the second time. He's at 50. He was at 51 as of last night, but I'm assuming he's probably scored in this game against Vegas
Oh, I should check.
just because that's all he does.
What did he?
he's-
What was the record he broke for
he-
American?
He hit 50 the fastest in 54 games played, and he is on pace for 75 goals currently.
Who did he?
Yes.
Who was the record holder before him?
Him?
Oh, was he really?
Yeah.
So he broke his own
Um,
record.
Yeah, because he broke the record the year he had 60, right?
I'm gonna
Yes.
tell you, man. 50 goals, man. January 22nd. Good for him.
You mean
Yeah,
February
he,
22nd?
Let's see. He played in 21-22. He reached the 50 goal mark in 62 games. So this year he did it in 54. Before that, it was the quickest was Kevin Stevens of the Penguins in the 92-93 season, who also did it in 62. But yeah, Jeremy Roenick is on here, Pat LaFontaine, Chris Kreider. So that's pretty cool. Austin Matthews.
I
is
forgot
just
Chris Kreider
killing it.
randomly had a 50 goal year.
Yeah, 21-22. He did it in 74 games.
Chris Kreider looks like he smells like walnuts.
Walnuts.
Yeah.
Thank
You
you
just-
for that little interjection, Lou.
Yeah.
I'm fucking listening to you guys right now. I'm on Discord. But I heard Chris Kreider's name in it.
Oh my god.
That's how I got to that point.
I kind of like that Matthews got to 50 against the Coyotes in Arizona. Like, I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, he's killing it. I feel like every night I keep hearing that he's on pace for like 75, and then someone will say, "Oh, he's on pace for 76," and now he's on pace for 78, and like it'll just change so much without him even scoring. So I don't really know how they come up with it and which one's correct, but it's cool regardless, and I think it'd be pretty cool if he could just hit 70, 75. If he got 80, that would be pretty cool. That'd be hilarious. Has he not scored tonight? Wow, 6 goals for the Leafs tonight against the Knights, second intermission, and Austin Matthews does not have a goal.
Bust.
Not even an assist. Wow.
He used it all up last night.
Yeah, sad.
So they upheld Morgan Riley's suspension, which was kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Not really
they
much
didn't
to
need him
touch
on
on that,
Saturday.
but it is kind of ironic that he got suspended and they've just been slaughtering everybody they've played since. So maybe he was
Yeah.
the problem. I don't know.
Yeah, we can run with that.
Nathan McKinnon's home point streak lives at 27 games. I think it's 28 now because he scored tonight.
Oh no, they were in Detroit.
Oh yeah, they were in Detroit. Never mind. So they're at 27.
27. Yeah, and during this 27 game home point streak, he has 56 points,
What?
22 goals, 34 assists.
Jesus Christ.
He is ridiculous.
What?
He did score a very nice goal tonight, but yeah, it was on the road. But he is just dominating, dude. There's just a lot of good NHL players in the league right now. Like the league is in a very good spot with a lot of these like younger and even like mid 20-year-old players that are just very, very fun to watch.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I will literally sit and watch the Leafs almost every single game now. Because I mean, I always kind of enjoyed watching them just because of their popularity, and I just feel like everybody's watching the Leafs.
I personally
But
don't hate myself enough to watch the Leafs on a nightly
that's
basis,
okay.
but that's just me.
I love watching Austin Matthews. He's
Oh,
just
that's
so
I'm
good.
happy for you, man. We all need a hobby, and that's your hobby, and
Yeah,
I'm for it, man.
I'm glad that you're okay with that.
Uplift Chris's hobbies. Watching people who look like May Griffin score on a nightly basis. I'm sorry, that
It's
was mean.
just, hey, he's gonna go down as one of the, if not the best, one of the best American born NHL players.
I think we could probably say he's gonna be the best American born hockey player.
He is from Scottsdale, Arizona, so
he was born in Pleasanton, California, by the way.
don't
But
care.
I don't think he grew up there.
No, they moved here when he was like really young because he started playing hockey
That's
because
so
of the
random that he
Coyotes.
was born in Pleasanton.
Started playing hockey because of the Coyotes.
Good on the Coyotes for creating some good players, you know. Him and who else?
Yeah. They got Matthew Nyes also on the Leafs. So I think it's funny that a lot of Toronto fans and like the media
they're gonna just shit
hesitate.
on. They're gonna shit on Arizona as a market, but
Yeah,
they have two Arizona-born
yeah,
players.
They love our hockey players, but they don't like an NHL.
They don't respect
team
them as a market.
Yeah. So I mean, without the Coyotes, I mean, whether you want to believe it or not, without the Coyotes, you're not gonna have Austin
Matthews probably doesn't play hockey.
He's probably playing baseball.
That's a crazy thought to think, you know.
Yeah.
Can we talk about something else that's crazy? Because I was looking at the next point we put because you had something in the notes about the Panthers, Chris.
Oh yeah.
So they're in second in the Atlantic right now, 2 points behind Boston with a plus 50 goals for or goal differential. But like looking at the standings, the worst team in the Eastern Conference is a minus 45, and that's the Canadiens. But they have one more point than the Senators, and they're -8. And then you go down, like Columbus is in last at a -41. The Penguins are somehow in seventh, but have a plus 14.
Yeah, that's so weird.
And then you get to the West, and the Blackhawks are a minus 83, and the Sharks are a minus 95.
The good news is the Ducks are minus 53, and I think at this point last year they were probably in the 90s, if not already at 100.
Oh, we were pushing like worst team like every day was the Washington Capitals comparison from like the 70s.
Yep. That's where we love to be.
I don't miss those days. But hey, good for the Panthers. It sucks that they lost with 18 seconds left today, but
Sebastian Aho scoring for the Hurricanes. That was weird. It was 0-0 that entire game. Like it almost went overtime 0-0. That's crazy. But Sucks they lost that one. Couldn't get a point out of it. But yeah, we definitely don't talk about the Panthers.
They're going to be
And
the Eastern Conference representative of the final. I'm planting my flag in right now.
yeah, that honestly wouldn't be surprising.
It's going to be this. You know what the final's going to be? I'm going to tell you what the final's going to be. It's going to be the Florida Panthers and the Dallas Stars.
Dallas Stars.
That honestly would be an entertaining cup final to watch.
Yeah.
I don't mind the Stars. And I think that's just because Jason Robertson.
I love Jason Robertson.
I just really hate their uniforms.
Well, yeah, the uniforms suck ass. But
Victory green, more like loser green, moldy green.
Oh man, more like loser green.
Yeah, it's just
yeah, not
when
great.
you
Not a
look at
great
that
green.
green, when you look at that green, you just don't think victory. You don't think of season the day. You just
Yeah.
think of blah.
Yeah, I think of going back to bed because I think of a sickness when I see that color green.
Down with
But
the
yeah,
sickness.
huh?
Down with the sickness.
Are you down with the sickness?
Blah,
he sounded like a sheep.
I can't make that. I can't make that
What
noise.
the hell?
Let's be real. I think David Draymond's the only guy that could do that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
That's close. But yeah, the Panthers. 78 points, 2 points behind first place.
Can they go
Boston
back to the
Bruins.
Leaping Panther uniform, please?
That would be wonderful, or at least bring it as a third
enough
jersey.
of these this ugly uniforms that they have now.
Yeah, they have like a soccer looking logo, which is fine, but I do miss
Isn't it supposed to be like a military type
yeah,
influenced uniform?
yeah, which is funny because the Ducks did the same thing.
What do you mean?
Brian Burke, when the Ducks did their whole rebrand to the black, orange, and gold, he wanted gold in the colors to represent the military.
What branch of the military has gold?
Couldn't tell you.
Okay. Well,
But
that was helpful.
He wanted
Thank you.
gold. He wanted gold for military reasons, I guess. But anyway, because yeah, the Ducks, that's the first thing you think of with the Anaheim Ducks in Orange County is the military.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Florida Panthers, 2 points behind the Bruins for first place. They also have a game in hand with the Bruins.
And Boston lost tonight to the Flames.
Oh, they did. Ooh,
yeah, they lost in OT.
Spicy.
That's embarrassing.
The Flames are a weird team as well. But yeah, just looking at the East, this was brought up on the What Chaos show as well, is that they like there's no one in the East that's really dominant, that it's kind of up for grabs, I feel like. But I do agree that the Panthers,
year, though, because like they beat up on all the Western, like all of us like lowly Western Conference teams, and then have to play each other, and then it's a toss up because it's like they're all good.
Yeah, but like last year with the Bruins, they kind of ran away.
Yeah, it's a lot closer this year.
Yeah, because now like this year, like last year, you were expecting the Bruins to be the team to beat in the Eastern Conference like playoffs and everything, and then we don't have to bring that up, I guess, but everyone knows how that first round went. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I could definitely see the Panthers going back to the Cup final pretty easily. I wouldn't be surprised if the Rangers did, but then like sometimes you watch the Rangers and it's like you'll watch them like how they played the Devils tonight and destroyed them like 5-1, but then they'll go and play like the Capitals,
the Sabres or the Capitals or somebody and struggle.
Yeah, and they play like crap. So I don't know. I mean, obviously not. You're not going to win every single night and dominate every team, but it's just kind of weird. I don't really know who the Rangers are, but the Panthers seem to know who they are, and they are very good. But in the West, I think I would have to agree with Lou with the Stars thing. The Stars are pretty good. Vancouver, I'm interested in the Canucks and to see.
No, they're going to lose in the first round. I don't
So
believe
yeah,
in
that
them.
wouldn't surprise me. Like that wouldn't surprise me.
It
But
would
I
be the
kind of
most
hope.
Canucks thing to happen.
Yeah, yeah.
People are buying into the Canucks stock, and I just don't think that's a good idea.
Not
Buy
all
into
Lou.
them. I just don't believe in them. They're gonna flame out soon.
And the two wild card spots in the East are the Wings and the Lightning. 66 points for Detroit, 65 for the Lightning. And that would mean the Sabres are 11 points out.
Hey,
That
can we
sucks,
start banging
man.
the drum for Steven Stamkos to come to Anaheim? I kind
Steven
of
goes
really,
to the Ducks.
I can, I kind of really want Steven Stamkos to come to the Ducks.
That would
that
be
is
different.
certainly a thought.
That is a thought, and that's something that I don't think I've ever heard. So you're definitely the first one to
He's
bring
a
that up.
he's a free. Well, in the CTP Discord, we've talked about it a little bit.
Oh,
But
okay.
I believe he's a free agent at the end of the season. Is he not?
He is.
He's a former he's a Lightning, and Pat Verbeek is a former Lightning general manager assistant. Um, yeah,
That would be different.
Stammer to Anaheim, please. Thank you.
Have him play with Killorn.
Give him the C. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at all if he just got the captain C.
Yeah,
Like,
but I feel like he would want to go play like for a contender.
I mean, he's got his
Yeah.
cups. Let him come to California. The other good weather.
Let him retire at the third most popular Disney park.
Yeah. And then we could see him at California Adventure like I did today. See the other players. Yeah.
We got a cool debut for the Canucks. Arshdeep Baines, I believe is how pronounce it.
Yeah. Yep.
Became
Did you say RJ Bean?
Arshdeep Baines. It's the fourth Punjabi player to ever play in the NHL.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that was really
Sorry.
cool. Yeah, only the fourth. He joins Robin. Man, I'm gonna butcher this last name. It seems
I know
easy
Manny
to say, but
Malhotra.
Manny Malhotra. Yeah, I remember him. The other one, Manny Malhotra made his debut October 10th, 1998. Before him,
Jujar Carrera. Is that how you say his name?
Kara, I believe. Juhar Kara was November 18 in 2015. And then Robin, I want to say Bawa was October 8th.
Baywa, maybe.
Baywa, yeah. Apologies if I'm just butchering that. But he was October 8th, 1989. So that's pretty cool. Happy for Arshdeep Baines. It was really cool to see him come out for his solo rookie lap. Seeing his dad in the crowd and everything, all emotional. I love seeing that stuff. So it's really cool though for him and his family, and you love seeing that. So congrats to him. Hopefully many, many, many games he'll be able to have under his belt.
So we won't cover both Stadium Series games. They were entertaining in their own rights.
I enjoyed them a lot. Yeah.
But we did get information about next year's. Butchergross had kind of teased it, but next year's Stadium Series is going to be between the Blue Jackets and the Red Wings, and is going to be at Ohio State's football field.
I don't mind the Blue Jackets, but
March 1st.
I'm tired of the Red Wings too getting an outdoor game.
At least it's a rivalry game. I mean,
yeah,
it's one that hasn't been done before.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't put the Penguins in that one. Just because I know they've been trying to kind of make the Blue Jackets Penguins rivalry a thing. But
I think they were trying to, because they're playing at Ohio State. I think they're trying to do Ohio State, Michigan.
And Michigan, yeah, that makes sense.
I think that's what they were going for.
Which it's cool. I mean, doing it with different teams, obviously, I kind of feel like if there is an outdoor game to watch next year, it's this one, just because of that, because at least the fans will be involved.
At the Horseshoe is what they call it.
We talked about it last episode.
Stadium looks like a horseshoe.
We don't really need to watch Blues Blackhawks because that's gonna be a fucking snooze fest.
Yeah, that's gonna be horrible.
And lastly,
But
before we get into question, oh, go ahead.
oh no, I was gonna ask really quick if you guys have like your ideal stadium series. Like if you were in charge for a day and you got to choose the next stadium series game, who would it be? Where would you have it?
Duck Shorts Angel Stadium.
Duck Sharks Angel Stadium. See, my mind went to something similar to what they did this past weekend at MetLife Stadium, where they had a back to back like whole weekend kind of festival thing with it, and they had the Flyers Devils on Saturday night, and then Sunday matinee matchup between the Rangers Islanders. I think it'd be cool if they did something similar in Southern California. I don't
Ducks
know if it
Kings
would
at
be like
SoFi.
yeah, like SoFi, or if they wanted to do like, I don't know if they could do the
You think they
Rose
would fill up
Bowl or
SoFi
something.
for that?
Maybe
If you did Ducks Kings, but if they did like what Chris is saying, I'd rather it be Ducks Sharks and then the Kings play like somebody else.
Knights. Yeah.
Kings Knights or
Mhm.
hell, I mean it wouldn't happen because they get Winter Classics, but even like a Kings Blackhawks,
Yeah.
just to say, oh, it's a rivalry.
Yeah.
But I don't
Yeah.
know. I
'Cause
feel,
it's,
I mean, maybe it's just because we're not tapped in and we only get our Kings stuff from our friends.
yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like their rivals outside of Vegas are kind of hard to put into a game like that because, like, are you going to put Kings Oilers as a stadium series game? Like,
Yeah.
no, because you know that the Oilers fans are going to take it over. And I mean, they kind of have a large enough fan base to be like, well, just put them in a Winter Classic or put them in a
Yeah.
Heritage Classic or something like that.
Yeah.
But that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about it last week where I said SoFi. I mean, they have
hmm
the building to do it and the capabilities to close it. So
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool. Cause like that's what I was thinking is maybe like if they did a Saturday, Sunday back to back type thing, where your Saturday night matchup could maybe be the Ducks and Sharks, or I don't know what four teams you'd have involved. If it's Ducks, Kings, Sharks, and Knights, or if you want to have the Ducks, Kings, Knights, and Avalanche involved, have those four teams, and maybe you have Kings, Avalanche, Ducks, Knights,
Knights
or
Sharks would just be unfair. So let's be real.
yeah.
If you
That
do it
would
at SoFi, I
be
don't think you could do Kings Ducks because
Well,
they
I
did that. They did it
yeah,
at Dodger Stadium. I don't think you need to
yeah,
cheer for
true.
twice.
But maybe like a Saturday night you do Ducks,
Duck Sharks.
Ducks, Sharks, and then the Sunday like matinee type game could be Kings, Knights, or Kings, Avalanche, maybe. Um, that'd be kind of cool. I don't know.
rematch of the Colorado Stadium Series.
Kings
Yep.
Kings Kraken.
Kings Kraken
Ryan,
would be
you're in the
interesting.
chat. Who's the biggest rivalry that's not like the Oilers or the Knights for the Kings?
Ryan did say in the chat that he said Kings Ducks at Snapdragon in San Diego. Ducks would be
Kings.
the home
He
team.
also said Kings Panthers Stadium Series live from Bakersfield.
Bakersfield.
The last time they did a game in Bakersfield, that was terrible.
Why? What
Because
happened?
it rained, so like the ice
Oh
was
yeah.
melting because it was the Condors in the rain. It was like an AHL outdoor game.
Yeah, I
They had
remember
to
that.
stop the game for a couple hours because it was raining so bad that the
Where does
ice
it?
was turning into
Where do you have an
slush.
outdoor game at Bakersfield? In Bakersfield,
It was at some football stadium. He
there's like no
said
college though.
he said Ducks first, Vegas next. Abs have some built-in bad blood, but Kings Wild is a random hatred.
So I wonder if
He said the Bakersfield Bowl,
Bakersfield
Baker
Bowl, Baker City
City.
call. Is that really a thing?
I
where's
guess
hot
so.
dogs in California? I feel like we haven't really gone too many episodes without some kind of hot dog talk. We're always talking about hot
Just
dogs.
attracted to wieners, I guess.
We just love our wieners.
We love our glizzies here.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
I mean, I don't because they're terrible, but
big glizzy guzzlers on this show.
Whoa, using the guzzler word, huh?
But yeah, that'd be fun. I would enjoy like a weekend thing like they did in New Jersey. Kind of do that in LA somewhere. I think
By the
that'd be
way,
pretty
we've
cool.
been live for 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 48 seconds, and I just realized Jake's background is a Wild Wing statue.
Jesus. Yep.
I'm just observant,
Quick update on the Leafs Knights game. It is now 6-3 Toronto.
Oh, come back, maybe.
12 minutes to go.
Well,
That's fun.
before we get into questions here to finish out, shout out to the PWHL. They set
Yes.
another attendance record of 19,285 in Toronto.
That's
It is
a
the most attended women's game in women's hockey history, which is pretty sick.
Yeah.
at Air Canada Center, right? Or
Yeah.
that
Yep.
building. That's
Yep,
pretty
Leafs
cool.
building. Yep, it was the Battle on Bay Street, they called it, between PWHL Toronto and Montreal.
Are they gonna come
That-
up with like actual names for the
Next-
teams?
next
I
season.
think next year. Yeah, next season. But yeah, that, like you said, it broke the record for largest crowd at any women's hockey game. This record was literally just broken in just in January, I believe. It was just last month when Minnesota did it for their home opener, and they had 13,316
Where'd they
in
play at?
attendance. They play at the Minnesota Wild Arena,
Oh, did
XL
they?
Energy, I believe. Yeah.
That's cool.
They also played again, that the opponent for that game was also Montreal.
So Montreal's the draw here, huh?
I guess so.
They're
And
the
then there
pretty
was
cool.
dominator.
there was 18,013 people at a women's world championship game in 2013. I'm not sure who that was against. I don't know if it was the US, Canada, maybe, but I don't know. But that was the largest up until this game in Toronto. So that's cool. The P-Dub is thriving, and I love to see it.
It's cool that it's gaining traction, it looks like.
Yeah.
Are they gonna expand or with more teams?
Probably not for the first couple seasons.
Okay,
I'd
so they're gonna
I'd
be like the
imagine.
original 6 or whatever.
Yeah,
Or was
original
it?
6 will probably last for a little bit, depending on. I can see them. I mean, that could be a topic for another episode too, like just to talk about. But I mean, if I were to guess their next two,
It's got to be a
like
West Coast
expansion.
team, right?
I don't know. I think honestly, I can see them going to Pittsburgh. I feel like they have a lot of games. I know they're doing some neutral site games this year, and one's going to be in Pittsburgh and one's going to be in Detroit this year. And even when they were the PHF, the women's league before this, when they were playing games neutral sites in Pittsburgh. So I feel like Pittsburgh's going to get a team. And then the second expansion team, I feel like they should. I want it to be Buffalo, but I think they will go into Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
The Wisconsin.
Yeah. Yep.
What gives you
They-
that inkling?
They're big in college hockey, men's and women's, and they are without any they have AHL hockey in Milwaukee.
The
But other than
Admirals,
that,
right?
Yeah, other than that, they don't have any pro hockey outside of Milwaukee
You would think,
Admirals. So
you would think Wisconsin would be a hockey state too.
yeah, I think that could be an untapped market there for the women's league, and somewhere
Yeah.
they can go where there's no NHL team, and you're like the draw.
This
in the
show in
city,
town
so.
for that sport.
Yeah, so maybe they go to Madison. Maybe they play in Madison. Maybe they play in Milwaukee. I don't know, but I feel like it's going to be Pittsburgh and somewhere in Wisconsin.
You could maybe play where the Bucks play in Milwaukee.
Yeah,
Although that might be too big of a building.
I don't know where the Admirals play, honestly. They might play where the Bucks play. I don't know.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
They're the
Anyway.
The Admirals are the
Reds affiliate.
Yeah.
fart noises.
So to get into questions here, our Hockey 365 topic is always this week. Says if you had to pick an arena you haven't yet been to for a Ducks road game, what is number one on your list and why? I want to go to Vancouver very badly.
Vancouver.
Yeah, Vancouver is one. Although
More
their
so
arena
for
looks boring,
more so
but
for the sightseeing
Yeah.
and then going to a game, kind of like what I did when I went to Denver. But
Yeah. Like their arena doesn't look great, but I mean, yeah, I agree. Just go sightseeing and then go see a game. I feel
Yeah.
like Tampa Bay. That'd be
Tampa's
cool.
a nice arena. Last time I went there, they had an Outback Steakhouse in the arena. I don't know if it's
Hell
still
yeah.
there.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I don't know if it's
That's
still there, but
that's so random. Like an
yeah,
actual Outback Steakhouse.
yeah.
get a bloomin'
Um,
onion.
Oh, dude, I'm sick of
I
that because a bloomin' onion sounds so good right now.
I
Man,
forgot they have like a bloomin' onion burger. Did you know that?
I know they have bloomin' onion chicken, which is actually pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah, but
Hmm.
it's just a piece of chicken pretty much with like bloomin' onion sauce.
Oh, okay.
It's literally what it is.
Vancouver's a good one. You brought up Denver. Like when you went to Denver, you did like sightseeing. If you haven't been to a game in Denver, if you haven't been to an Avalanche game, please go. Like
The
that
ball
arena
arena is fucking
is,
sick.
dude, it's awesome. I love it so much.
So
I was so glad I was able to get there.
I want to go
And
back to like actually see a good Avalanche team because the two games I saw in Denver, like I said, that was the year they drafted Makar when they finished last.
oh, okay. Yeah, I just went a few seasons ago and they played the Senators and they beat them like it was a high scoring game. It was like 7-5 or 8-5 or something. It was crazy, but it was a lot of fun. I grew up um watching Peter Forsberg, so to be able to go to that arena and see his number retired up in the rafters and spend way too much money on a medallion Peter Forsberg hockey puck.
do you guys remember like maybe 7 years ago? It was still when the Avalanche were not good. They were playing in Anaheim and like one of the glass panes shattered and it took them
Yeah.
like an hour to like replace it.
That was like one
Yeah.
of the first games I went to, like when we
Oh,
started
you went to that
hanging
game
out.
too?
Yeah.
Oh, did I hang out with you?
I don't think we were at like we had met up in like the intermission.
Did we?
But yeah, I remember that game
Yeah, I think they had to go to the store or
because
something
it was
to get a
Boschman that
glass
broke
pane.
the glass when he was on the Avs.
Oh
And
yeah, that's right.
because they were talking about how him and Getzloff were like over
Oh
by
yeah, and they were
the
just like bullshitting
glass.
on the ice for like a good 30 minutes. They were just talking to each other for like 30 minutes on the ice.
Yeah.
And Ryan said they played part of the first and the second period because it took so long.
Yeah, I remember that.
If I
But you said
remember right,
Vancouver.
they said they cut the glass the wrong size, so they had to go get another pane
Yeah,
and cut that
that
pane to put in.
yeah. Yep. But yeah,
And
you
then the
say
next season
Van
they went to glassless and they went to the plexiglass.
yeah. But yeah, you said Vancouver. That's
Wait,
a
they actually
very, very
used real
good
glass for the
answer.
panes? I guess they did, huh?
Yeah. It's a pain in the ass to fucking swap out too. You have to
Have
have
you
little
done it before?
you have to have little suction cups and you have to lift it and like get it onto the railing, but you have to like shimmy it down because if you let it just slam, it just blows up again.
That sounds like a pain in the ass.
Quick Leafs Knights update before I give my arena. 7-3 now Leafs.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, Vancouver's a great answer. I would love to check out a game in Vancouver. Right now, I'd say Vegas because I haven't been to a game in Vegas yet, and I've been really wanting to do that.
I've been
But
to
I kind of
two, don't remember each time.
I kind of don't want my first experience in T-Mobile Arena to be a Ducks game though.
No, because you're
I
just gonna be showing the 50 states in Guam.
yeah, I kind of want to go and enjoy like the atmosphere and like the pregame stuff that everyone talks about, and just kind of watch the game and not have to worry about the Ducks
Getting their ass
embarrassing me.
kicked, like, getting
Yeah,
their ass kicked and wiped on the floor.
yeah, and then of course there's Seattle. I think if I could work out something where I can go to a Ducks game in Seattle and then they're playing in Vancouver like the next night or like 2 nights later or something, and you can hit both. I think that'd be really cool.
That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, so I'd say Vegas or Seattle.
Ryan asked which entrant was sent to Home Depot, do we think?
All right,
That reminds me,
Lou.
I'll talk about the Disney Day in a minute or two.
That was the first question I was gonna ask you.
No,
Was
but
from
like that comment from Ryan remind me. So we were walking today, and you know who DJ Schmidt is? He's the backup DJ.
Yeah.
He must be like their errand boy because he was carrying like a tray of Starbucks like drinks, and he's like walking back to the DJ booth. So he
Oh,
must have
really?
like he must be like DJ Jojo's servant. I don't know. It's kind of
Maybe
funny.
he's just a good guy, and he was stopping, and he asked if anybody needed anything.
So our
Yeah,
first one
guys.
comes from the Flow, Mr. D Flow, and he asks, "What is Lou's favorite and least favorite part of today's Ducks Day?"
All right. Well, do I just talk about my Ducks Day experience?
Yeah, and
All
I
right.
mean, you said
Well,
you were gonna point out a specific group of a gaggle of fans that you didn't care for. So
oh yeah. Okay. Well, it started off. I woke up at 5 a.m. because I'm a big boy, and that's what big boys do, as we all know. Per folks. Um, try to get there early, but to get a wristband to meet the players. They sold out like when I got to the park, so I wasn't able to do that. Um, it was cool though. Got some cool merchandise, although I don't think this year's merchandise were that good. It was kind of limited this year.
the logo was really cool. I like
Yeah,
the logo
I
they put
love the
out.
logo, but yeah, but you know at the animation studio where like you could draw like characters and shit.
Hmm.
Yeah, they were doing like Ducks characters all day, and then I drew Daisy Duck and Scrooge McDuck. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cause like you're never able to draw like Scrooge McDuck, and I think like you could draw like Huey, Dewey, and Louie, um, like Darkwing Duck,
Hmm.
all that, and then that's pretty much it. They had like a fun zone area where you could just like take pictures and like shoot pucks and stuff.
You got your fried chicken at a reasonable
I
time.
did, but it was kind of bland today.
What was
I
that?
ate it at a normal time though. Um,
I kept seeing people post the pictures of the brownie Zamboni thing, and I kind of want one.
yeah, I took a picture of that too. We got a
Yeah.
picture. It had like strawberry in it. I didn't
Oh,
have any,
really?
but yeah, but I
Oh.
was told it had strawberry in it. Um,
Hmm.
uh, saw the players. All the main players were in the first car, and then all the secondary players were in the other two cars in the parade. That lasted about 20 seconds. It's always a 20-second parade.
Because all the
Did
players
Um,
you
go past and everyone just disperses. They're just like, eh, okay, I saw him.
yeah, pretty much. Um,
did you get any pictures or get anything
yeah,
signed?
I'll post it on my Instagram, and I posted some on Twitter already.
Oh, okay.
Um, yeah, I mean it was fun. There's nothing noticeable. Oh yeah, there was like a group of Golden Knights fans there, just being assholes. Look at me. I'm gonna be different and wear Golden Knights stuff at a next day.
I
Oh
remember
no,
this the second year they did it, the after the 25th season, there was like a post in like a Kings like fan group that was like, we should show up in our stuff and ruin the day for everyone. They're like,
Oh,
yeah, if you
yeah.
want to spend your money and you know go
Hmm.
speaking about
celebrate with like the actual team, like that's sure showing them.
Yeah.
speaking about Kings fan, so we were waiting in line to take a picture with Wild Wing, and like all of a sudden, Wild Wing gets out of the picture area spot where he's taking pictures. He went over to a Kings fan who was wearing a Kings hat. He took off the Kings fan's hat and just like chucked it like 20 yards and then
Hell
just
yeah.
walked away from him. That was pretty
Hell
funny.
yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Wild Wing for that.
Shout out
Uh
Wing.
yeah,
The wildest wing.
doing a good job there. Um I didn't ride any rides today. I was gonna go tomorrow, but I'm not gonna go tomorrow.
No.
No, two days in a row at Disneyland and California Adventures is too much for me these days.
Too much for old Lou.
Yep.
Especially when you're up at 5 a.m. like a big boy.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be a big boy tomorrow and wake up at 5 a.m. That's just not happening.
Yeah.
Oh, we got another quick one.
And plus tomorrow, it's just alumni players. And they're just
okay.
gonna be at downtown Disney, which is gonna probably be kind of lame, if you want to know the truth. I'm sure the Stanley Cup's gonna be there, so you could probably take a picture with the Stanley Cup. But I've done that before, and it's kind of just a been there, done that kind of situation. Don't need to
Yeah.
do it again. But yeah, it was fun. Nothing out of the ordinary though.
We'll get a quick one done out of the way here from Jake. It's from Crash the Pond. He said Frank Saravalli or Grandpa Joe.
I'm gonna go with Frank Saravalli because fuck Uncle Joe.
I gotta go with Grandpa Joe.
Joe. It's Grandpa Joe.
I gotta go with Grandpa Joe.
Nah, Frank Saravalli. We don't support freeloaders in this podcast, man. Every time I see, because I keep seeing Grandpa Joe gifts now, and it just pisses me off every time.
I was excited to send you that one today. That was a good one.
Fucking, he sees a golden ticket and he freaking moonwalks like he's Michael Jackson. Freaking asshole, dude.
I like that Chad last week when he posted the clip. He's like, "This is because of my question, huh?"
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Chad, he asked us another one this week. It's a two-parter. He said, with Leo at 1C, who do you guys see on wing long term out of Zegras, Terry, Cutter, another top 5 pick, or another player? And he says, part 2 is long term. Who do you pick from Noah Warren or Ian Moore?
Couldn't tell you from the second question.
Second part, I feel like it's Noah Warren. I feel like he's Pat Verbeek's Josh Manson. And that's not not to say like I mean he's gonna kind of just be a big guy that goes and hits. I kind of feel like we definitely can give Pat the benefit of the doubt with a lot of his draft choices the last couple of years, because a lot of them are looking.
Even signed yet?
Moore's not. He has to sign over the summer.
Did they just trade him like Henry Thrun?
Probably. I mean, I honestly, I don't know what they see in Noah Warren. And it's not to say anything's wrong with his game. I couldn't really tell you about any. He's been hurt the last 2 years, so it's kind of hard to.
Yeah.
He had a good junior year before he got hurt, like last year. Well, they're in the playoffs, but I don't know. It's kind of where I stand with that.
Leo's wing long term. Zegras would be cool.
I think it's probably Trevor's.
Honestly, Cutter, Gaucher, depending. It might be Cutter though. Yeah, depending on how he kind of comes into the league and everything and how he looks, that would be fun too. Just the type of player he is. But if you want me to pick one of the three, or a top 5 pick or other, I would have to say Zegras. I think Zegras and Leo would be pretty electric.
They were cooking before.
Yeah.
I mean, from the limited action they had with each other.
I would love for Zegras to be stapled to Leo's line no matter what. Like if they want to switch out the other wing and just have it Leo's Zegras.
If you have a revolving door of Terry and someone else consistently, like you're set.
Leo, Trevor, and Troy, and just run with that, man.
Yeah.
Just run with that.
All right. Our next one comes from Pizza Sports Guy. I always see him comment like our stuff, so shout out him. He's a
Pizza
Islanders Mets fan.
Yep.
Says, with the pieces expected to be moved, what do you respect as returns for Vetrano, Henrique, etc.? Also, as an extra, if Zegras was to be moved, what would be needed in return to get that done?
I don't know.
can get the
the
Zegers
second-
one out of the way fast. If he were to be moved, I'd honestly want a young player that can be in the lineup right now and like a first round pick.
At the very least.
Yeah, at the very least.
If it's
I
a
don't
like
know.
for like of like someone that is on his level and it's
Mhm.
1-for-1, I mean, if you absolutely feel like you can win that trade, you do it.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's like you said, a young guy plus something because
Yeah.
it has to be someone to fill his role. Like
Yeah, and I'm totally against any Zegers move. I think it's stupid
I'm
right
I'm
now.
tapped out
Yeah,
over this
I'm
entire
to the
thing.
point where I just don't care anymore. But like, I'm very
I'm
much
to the
against
point
it.
where I
But
just don't even want to talk about it anymore. To be honest with you.
I'm at the point too where I trust Verbeek because he hasn't really given me a reason not to
Pierre
yet.
LeBrun even said yesterday that they're not even
No,
actively
yeah,
looking to stop him. So I
well,
mean,
and
Yeah, they're not.
that's the good thing is it's finally getting through people's heads, and it took this long for someone to report it. Like, there's
Yeah,
nothing wrong with taking calls. I mean, let's be real. Like,
yeah,
he should be taking calls on anyone or almost
I
anyone.
remember, I don't remember who it was back in. I want to say it was 18, 19, like around there. There was like a rumor that came out that it was like Murray was listening to calls on somebody, and it was like everybody was in such a tizzy about it, and it was just
yeah.
like I think we're just disconnected from the situation to not know that like these calls happen.
hmm
Like,
A good
yeah,
GM.
I think it was I think it was around the time of like the Eichel stuff when it was like, oh, Eichel might be
Oh,
traded any day now.
yeah,
And teams are calling about so and so or whatever. Like it's a common thing. I think it just
yeah,
gets misconstrued of like, oh well, this team's reaching out because like they really, this trade's imminent and this thing's gonna happen. It's like, no, they just are
yeah,
like, hey, so what you doing? What's going on over there? Like, you guys are
yeah,
looking kind of rough. Like,
If you're a good GM, you always take calls on players
yeah.
just to see what the value is because you don't know what the value is of a player if you don't call.
And even GMs making those calls, like
Yeah, or if you don't pick up the
that's
phone
their
and
job.
answer.
Like GMs are doing their job. Like they're calling about anybody and everybody, and I'm sure I wouldn't be surprised if just about everyone on the Ducks roster has been brought up in a call.
yeah.
I don't think Leo
Just to
or Minty.
maybe not
Well,
Leo,
yeah,
but
with
I don't think.
some
I don't think.
exceptions, but
I
like,
don't think Pavel Minchikov either. I'm pretty confident that
I feel like
those two are the no trade.
over the
Or
last 3 seasons, with how bad the Ducks have been, where they're at, I guarantee every single player, just about every player's name has come up.
yeah,
hey, someone
That's
came a
just a
calling
normal thing.
about Bill Guerin came a calling about John Klingberg last year. So clearly anything is possible.
Yep, anything. So talk about returns for a Henrik
Frank.
trade or a Vetrano trade.
Apparently,
We talked about
because
this a little bit
I
last
saw a
week.
report. Fridge said for Pavel Bushnevich, is that how you say his name is?
Yeah.
Buchnevich.
Bushnevich, the return would be maybe 2 first round picks because
I
he
think
has
that's what
an
he
extra
said.
year on his contract, and so does Frank. So
Yeah, but
if you could get
Buchnevich is a
2
little.
first rounds for Frank Vetrano, I mean, you do that every day of the week.
Yeah, if you can do that for sure. I mean, I would say Buchnevich is probably a little more consistent, and that's probably why his value is so high.
Mhm.
But I mean, we've seen dumber things done at
GMs aren't that smart.
that deadline day. Like,
And when
clearly anything is possible.
when you're a rebuilding team and you might be tanking, desperate GMs are the best. Like
I don't know if you're
you love the desperate GMs calling you that just want to get into the playoffs because you
I
can
don't know
kind of
if do the Ducks does Pat Verbeek want picks or does he want like young players that are ready to
I'm I'm hoping he wants a little bit of both.
Because it doesn't hurt to have the picks, but I do feel
Yeah.
like the priority has to change. Of
I think it's time.
we can bottom out and we can be as bad as we are, but you
I
can
think
only
it's time to maybe
stockpile so
get.
much.
I think it's maybe time to get some actual players that could play
Yeah.
Well,
like
and who's
soon.
to say we use those picks solely to draft?
Yeah.
Say we get 2 first rounders out of it,
And
and
then you trade them. You use those picks for Elias Patterson. Let's go.
I mean that's certainly one route, but like you
Yeah.
can weaponize having that many at that point. Like you can keep your own and be like, hey, I got these 2 shiny ones from the Rangers or from the Islanders or from Vegas, whoever insert X team here. Like you clearly can weaponize that a little bit and be like, okay, I got these picks, but they're not mine, so I can just kind of do whatever the hell I want with them. Like
Yeah.
certainly a way to look at it. Henrique, I mean, I
Mm.
kind of want like a guy that can plug in and a pick.
Yeah.
I know I don't think he's so much been first round pick material, but the center market's always really weird at the deadline. And I mean,
Yeah.
if you're willing to eat some money,
Sounds like you could
which
get it first.
again, if we can get it and weaponize
Yeah.
it some other way, I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta pull the trigger eventually.
And I keep seeing like Henrique linked to
The Rangers.
Devils,
The Rangers.
and Avalanche.
And Frank. Frank to the Rangers too.
Frank to the Rangers, yeah. And I was looking at the Avalanche, and I don't really know who the Ducks could get as like a player now. I was looking at the Colorado Eagles as well.
Mikko Rantanen. Let's go.
See, I don't
Let's go.
want the Avs solely because that just screams Johansson cap dump on Ducks.
Jesus
And if that were to happen,
Christ.
I would completely sour on Pat Verbeek. I would be very upset. I would
Yeah,
legitimately be very, very upset.
Yeah, I would
Dude,
be
that would
upset
be
too
the
because
worst.
that's like rooting for the Devil.
The Devil.
Like I don't want to
so
be
yeah,
hyperbolic here, but that would be like rooting for the Devil. If
Stop, Brian.
that man comes on the Ducks.
We're gonna
Let's
start
not-
talking about Brock Faber again if you don't chill out, Mr.
Yeah, right?
Ramos.
Yeah, shut up, man.
Moose.
So yeah, let's not talk about Henry to the Avalanche. Let's go to the Rangers, Devils. If he goes to the Devils, let's get Holtz. Let's get a pick and
Holtz?
Alexander Holtz. Alexander Holtz.
Oh,
Please and thank
okay,
you.
thank you.
Let's get a pick and Holtz. If he goes to the Rangers, let's get a pick and Kako.
Capo or Capo? Is it?
Capo Kako. Let's do that.
Austin Matthews got goal 52.
He did score, yeah.
He was the 7-3 goal.
Yeah,
All right,
he got
are
the
we
7.
almost done here? I'm
we
getting
do
tired.
have
Jesus.
Ryan's.
We have
I'm
the
sorry to speed it up, but let's get this show on the road, man.
No, you're fine. The one who's talking the most wants the show to end.
Yeah.
Okay. So with Ryan in the chat, as always, we will get to his squeak of the week to close things out here. Said Gretzky's final game, Lemieux 5, Sittler's 10 points, Matthews debut, incredible moments to see live. You're given a chance to witness one historic moment live. Which food creation are you there to see made for the first time ever?
Gotta be pizza, right?
Someone commented pizza, and that's a very good answer. And
Wasn't it Duck? No,
it was someone Lee Mentor.
yeah, he said pizza, which is great. A great answer.
Yeah, it's gotta be pizza, right?
I'm gonna say hot dog because I bet you it's so gross.
Oh God.
It's probably the worst thing in the world.
That is the worst thing in the world.
Like, I just want to be there when the first hot dog was made, right? And that person decided to do this, and then I want to know who the first person was to try it.
Even Ryan is like hot dog.
Yeah, we're going glizzies. Let's see the creation of the glizzy. I was gonna say my first thought was sausage, but that might be worse than a hot dog. I'm not sure. Like, that's pretty gross.
Pizza's a good one, but I would say
Yeah.
that I would want to see who made the first grilled cheese and shake that man's hand.
Right? Oh
I
my
don't like
god.
grilled
Maybe
cheese.
a little kiss on the lips if you're feeling a little crazy.
I mean, I
Depends
don't
on the
know about
time of
that.
day.
I don't know about that far, but
Grilled cheese aren't good.
a good grilled cheese
Come on.
might be worth a little
They're not
smooch.
good.
Grilled cheese is amazing.
No, they're not. They're not. They're just not
That's
good.
like one sandwich I could have almost every day. It's grilled cheese and peanut butter
Oh
and jelly.
god. Oh god. Ew.
Peanut butter and jelly grilled cheese. I can have it
Ugh.
every single day.
I hate peanut butter.
Oh my god. Grilled cheese, peanut butter.
Ugh.
feel
My
like
second
you-
answer would be a taco, like the adventure of the taco,
That's a good one. That'd be fun.
or a burrito.
Yeah. Speaking of burritos, we need to do some more burrito reviews. We
Yeah,
still
we
have
haven't
not
had in,
gotten a year. I was waiting on Lou to give us one, and Lou just
Well, I'm
never
not gonna
sent
do
one.
it because I'm just never gonna do it. So I'm just gonna forget, and I'm just not
I'm
gonna
not going
do
to
it.
do it because I'm just never going to do it.
Yeah,
Uh,
it just
All
comes
right.
down to I'm just not gonna do it.
I'll give one more before we go too. I'll give a
Okay.
white trash answer. I want to see who came up with Mountain Dew.
Just Mountain Dew. White trash answer. Oh,
I mean, am I wrong?
I'm jacked up on Mountain Dew.
I'll scissor kick you in the head, Chip.
I might be 9 years old, but I'll still beat your ass.
Man,
All right.
another episode of
Another episode down.
It was another episode. It was one of the episodes.
Episode 76. Thank you for listening, for sticking
We've
around
done this for
long.
that many episodes.
76 times. Yep. Follow us everywhere, please.
We hit 20,000 downloads on Podbean last week, which is pretty
We
sick.
did.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah,
got-
yeah. We thank you for
Yeah, we have
that.
20. We're over 20K on Podbean, and I think on Transistor we're over
Almost to
20
30.
almost to 30. So that's really cool. We appreciate all of your support as always.
Yeah.
Thank you for hanging on here in this episode. Make sure you're following us everywhere at Late Arrivals Pod. Go check out our link tree. It's in all of our social media bios. You can check it out. You can buy us a cup of coffee if you'd like. Shout out to Chip.
Oh yeah, shout
she
out
bu-
Chip for that.
Yeah,
That
bought
was
us
very kind of you,
5.
Chip.
Bought us 5, I think. 5 cups of coffee. So shout out to Chip. Appreciate
Very
you.
kind of you, Chip. Thank you.
I hope in everyone's head, Higher by Creed is playing right now. As we receive those coffees. Wherever you're listening, please leave us a rating and review. And if you're watching on Twitch, go ahead and give us a follow. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you
I promise I won't go like 2 months without putting our videos on YouTube. That's on me.
If you're watching on YouTube, please hit the like button and give Inside the Rink YouTube channel
Are we ever gonna
a follow or
stream
subscribe over there.
simultaneously on YouTube and Twitch?
Maybe one of these days. I don't know.
I have to
We'll figure that
reread
out.
our partner or
Yeah.
our affiliate agreement because I think you can only do Twitch when you're affiliate, but when you're partner, you can do both. I need to
We will have to look into
confirm that.
I'll ask.
right.
That's a Jake and Felix question because I think they do that too.
But yeah, that's
I
it.
don't know.
For this
Promo
week.
code LAP.
Next week.
Promo code LAP
Next week's
for
gonna be a little weird.
714.
Next week, I don't know what you guys want to do. Of course, we can talk about it. We probably won't figure it out until the day before, but we
Might
can
be a
talk about
Wednesday or a Friday recording.
The Ducks play Thursday, Friday next week. So,
Oh shit! Yeah, they do.
and the Friday game's a home game. So we'll have to figure
Is
that out.
it?
But
Who are they
Yeah.
playing next Friday?
The Devils, I thought.
I think the Devils. Yeah.
You wanna
But
say
anyway.
maybe
It's the Sharks Thursday.
Sharks on Thursday. Yeah. Devils Friday. But yeah, that is it from us. We will see you next week at some
promo
point.
code LAP for
I will shoot out a
714.
tweet. I'll
Why
shoot
didn't
out a
Chris
tweet
want me
whenever
to-
we're recording.
Why didn't Chris want me to say the promo code leaks? He keeps talking over me. I'm trying to make us money, man.
All right, go ahead. Continue.
Promo code LAP for 714 for tickets and LAP 10 for
Shift.
the whatchamacallit.
ShiftHockey.com.
Yeah, Shift Hockey. Go get you some cream.
Follow, subscribe, like, leave a rating, review. Love ya. See you next week.
Bye.